facility where there was just a big meeting that St. Mary Excel hosted with some local stakeholders. A presentation was given by the Water Institute on the proposed Atchafalaya Coastal Hub. And first of all, we're going to talk to Scott and Abby about the Water Institute and what it does. Scott, give us an explanation or a brief description of what the Institute does.
Sure. The Water Institute is a 501c3 nonprofit located in Baton Rouge. We do a lot of coastal work and really address some of the complex coastal issues that people are facing here in Louisiana and in coastal areas around the country and around the world. So we have a team of coastal researchers ranging from social scientists like myself and planners like Abby, but we also have geologists, ecologists, engineers, really working together in an interdisciplinary way to solve complex coastal issues.
Abby, what are some of those issues that you've helped solve?
Or
at least work on.
So I'm a planner with the Water Institute, and I can just use kind of this project as an example. So we're working with St. Mary Excel in St. Mary Parish to develop a strategic plan for a coastal hub for Atchafalaya Basin communities. And so this was our third workshop and final workshop of 3 that we've had, and we had some great turnout from stakeholders, and we used a structured decision-making process throughout the planning process, which is used by natural resource managers to help communities make really informed and unbiased decisions about future plans for many different topics. And so we used that process and had a great workshop today.
So what would this Atchafalaya Coastal Hub do, and what would it mean to our community?
Really, this came out of work that St. Mary Excel commissioned with the Urban Land Institute back in 2018. And really the idea is, what can St. Mary Parish do to keep residents here, build the economy, restore the ecology, really look at this in a multifaceted way. And the idea behind the Atchafalaya River Coastal Hub is that we can bring the expertise of Louisiana. St. Mary Parish is really kind of central to a lot of our academic institutions. We have Tulane, LSU, UNO, Nichols to the east. We have ULL to the north. We have McNeese to the west. So really the idea is, let's bring all of this expertise together in this area and start solving some of the issues here. And again, issues such as sediment in the river. So what can we do with the excessive sediment that is coming down the river? How can we beneficially use sediment to support the communities, support industry around the coast? So really the idea behind the hub is, let's have this as a central convening place to bring residents, business, academia, government together to solve these issues, and then export the solutions that we develop here to the rest of the coast.
So would this be an actual physical location or facility that would be constructed?
Yeah, so the ideas we have, and we're writing this into the plan, is kind of shorter term goals and then longer term goals for the hub. And so obviously, a building, that would be ideal for a coastal hub where all these different entities could come together isn't built overnight, and that requires a lot of funding. So we've thought through ways that there could be, temporary space in the parish as they work towards building a riverfront building, and working on acquiring land to be able to do that.
I know you're going to release your plan soon, and basically once that plan is presented, how soon could these plans be implemented?
Well, right now, the idea for the plan is by August, we're going to start doing public presentations and hopefully have the plan done by then and start presenting the results to the community. And then really the idea is we need to go out and start implementing, and starting with bringing in, is the hub's going to be a nonprofit? So get the paperwork in place to do that. Do we bring in an executive director? Start thinking through things like that, and then pursuing funding. And I think that's one of the things that we've worked with stakeholders on, is coming up with a funding plan for the hub. So the idea is, do we fund the overall hub and then build pilots out from there, or do we seek funding for individual pilots, and then once we get some pilots in place, really build that structure? So as soon as the plan is in place, really the next step is for St. Mary Parish, for St. Mary Excel, and some of the partners that we've identified through this process to really start identifying funding opportunities and going after those and start building up the hub incrementally.
Well, we appreciate you coming in. We're looking forward to hearing your plans come August, and we hope to check back in with you then.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I'm Brady Borrell for KQKI News, your local news leader.